and with old woes, new wail my dear time's waste. Shakespeare's all well and good, but I wish I could experience more relevant poetry. Something with a little more energy.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Every pairing that persisted past ceasefire aspiration dates, every amorous armistice stepped in by the hype of hate.
But in these moments, I saw what could have been if only she'd been given a pen sooner.
But if asking for it is buying an Arizona iced tea and Skittles, then the moment we walk outside of our houses, we are asking for it.
It reminds you that dead things often find a home in the living, much the way I found a home in you.
Slam poetry for me has ultimately come to mean a better way to say what I want to say without being tied down with how I say it. There's a lot more that goes into it than just saying the poem. It's about delivery, it's about memorization, and just so much more than just reading the poem.
And it's almost like you're incorporating acting and poetry into one common ground. And you're kind of putting something that people normally wouldn't like to talk about or something that's affected you on blast. And it's like a good outlet. Like at the end of the week, like I look forward to slams. And the only things some of us really have in common is that we like poetry.
I didn't have an outlet before. This is my first time delving into any sort of, any sort of written art. So the atmosphere for me is really cool because I don't really have anybody to share my poetry with, at least, you know, my deep stuff.
I guess what I've gained the most is the group of friends. Because when I first got here as a freshman, I didn't know anyone. Since then, I just felt like I was like a part of something that wasn't just school related. This was just fun.
It's not often you find a group of individuals who are so open-minded. I mean, as far as just the entire range of topics that we've explored from listening to other people's poetry, it's really cool to just see everybody's willingness to accept other people's ideas and to accept other people's way of thinking.
My goal this year was by the end of the year or semester that they walk out being a better poet and not only writing better but performing better, be more comfortable in front of a small room and just sharing. The one thing I can't say is if you think about coming to a meeting or you're kind of like, poetry's a little weird for me but I love to listen to it, still come to a meeting.
I find it hard to believe that on a campus of near like 50,000 students that there aren't more people who find poetry as a means to express themselves in the way that people on our team do. If you have a creative mind, I feel like as artists, it's not necessarily our responsibility to share it, but it's almost like you have to some extent. Like, at least with me, when I write something, I feel like I have to get out there and share it with someone. And even if you have to start small, we're a small group, so don't be afraid to stop by. Just come to a meeting or whatever, check it out. It's pretty cool.